What? Right now!
Motherfucker!
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh. Alright, sir. Alright. You got me good. You got me good. Alright, you got me. You got me. Alright, relax, relax.
Look what you did in my truck.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll put it back on. I'll put it back on.
God, you're lucky I'm not carrying it right now.
Alright, yeah.
Light your shit up.
I didn't even get the converter off yet.
Look what you did in my truck.
I know, but I wanted the converter, not just the exhaust.
Hi, I'm at the Home Depot. Got somebody that's trying to take the converter off my truck.
Let me just take the exhaust, man.
Fuck you.
Let me just get the converter. I'll go.
Fuck you.
Come on, man.
No.
I'm just trying to make $1.
Is that how low you've gotten, man? Trying to rip people's shit off?
It's just out in the open for me to take.
25.
I mean, I'm gonna just take this.
Leave my shit, dude.
Let me just take it. Come on.
Fuck you. Put it down.
Bro, I already got it off the truck.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna have to pay to put it back on. Put it down.
Come on, dude. I did all that work for nothing.
Are you crazy, dude?
I already got it off the truck. I might as well take it.
He's trying to take my muffler.
Whoa, what happened?
I caught this guy trying to take my muffler off my truck.
Why are you doing that?
I mean, it's a nice muffler.
من بچه رضام رضا شاه روحت شد.
Come here, come here, come here. Come, come here. I'm tell you. To come here. Okay. Do you see Edie there?
No, yeah, look, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. Thank you. All that's
That ain't my money.
That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me the whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you come.
Sir,
just
that
tell
is
me.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you still.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate. But I'm perfect.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of yourself? You're with the world's most invasive species. You're the world's most irresponsible breeders. You're in the whitest country possible.
What do you mean?
Yes. You're a biological weapon in this country. Hey, Pajit, you're a biological weapon in this country. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a white woman. What are you going to do? Mix your genetics up with the shit skin?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? There's 1.3 billion of those fucking Pajits.
Why are you talking about me like that?
There's 1.3 billion Pajits.
Just leave us, okay?
This is the whitest country on earth.
Leave us.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Leave us. Okay?
Be ashamed of yourself.
What are you doing?
Be ashamed. Look at you.
What are you doing?
Why don't you have some more plastic?
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a little trick y'all can do, you feel me, at the line loan. So if the line loan shit, you ain't gonna get what you want, but you gonna get something, you feel me? So we gonna go all the way to the front, you know what I'm saying? While they still taking I'm gonna let them take their order, you feel me? Alright, you done ordered. Alright, bitch. So I'm about to hop in, like, probably like right here. So shit, we gonna see what they ordered. I'm gonna just get the food. 854. Hey, you add a burger on there?
I can't do add-ons at the window.
You can't? That line long as hell. This one burger. Y'all can't. I forgot what I ordered.
Huh?
What I had ordered?
A Christmas chicken meatball.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Shit, you ain't spend that money though. $8, good. Oh. Man, the people behind me for this shit. LA looking like damn. Appreciate it.
I'm telling you no. Stop pushing it. I'm being serious here, man.
I've got thousands.
Dude, I don't give a shit, man.
This guy just takes off his jacket and reveals the parachute. My first instinct was like, this is a joke.
I'm not letting you jump. Okay, it's over.
My dad died on a hot air balloon accident. I know how dangerous it can be.
Not high enough.
I am.
No, you're not.
Bro,
You're not.
I've got thousands.
Dude, I don't give a shit, man. You have to tell this before we need to ask for permission.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to do this. We're actually filing a permit and you're up. I'm telling you, man. We are actually filing a permit. If we do this illegally, man,
You have it on video. You just tried to stop me.
What?
You have it on video. You just tried to stop me.
I don't care. I can't stop you physically. I'm going down right now.
Yeah, please.
Police.
I was fucking scared. Of course, you know, I'm a pilot and I think I'm a good pilot, but you know, I'm a human being. And if you're feeling like your safety is in risk and that you don't have like 100% control of the situation, you get nervous. Like my legs were trembling because of the adrenaline of the moment.
That's illegal.
Yeah, but we can decide what we want to do.
No, you have to take permit for all
We paid
this.
for
We're
this-
going to
we
be
paid
in
for this
problem
flight.
because of you.
Bro, come on,
If
man.
you don't let go of my hand, I'll hit you. Stop it.
Let go of my ring.
No, I'm not letting you. You're trying to jump, man.
If this guy jumped, the balloon would probably have gone down like a rock. And we would have all died because we were like 3,000 feet up.
I'm not letting you go. I'm sorry.
Whatever happens, it's my responsibility as a pilot.
I have to physically stop you from jumping.
If this guy jumps and gets hurt or dies or jumps and, you know, like lands on someone's roof, I could have lost my job.
Before you even get your A license, when you have like 15 skydives, they send you out at 3,000 feet. I have 2,000 skydives. We were plenty high. I would have had enough. I would have had enough time to take a 10-second delay.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not allowed to throw skydivers. We're filing a permit, and if you do it and we do it illegally, we will not be able to do it, man. And I'm responsible for this flight.
You don't make these stupid questions. If you've already jumped from a balloon, you already know what happens to the balloon and to you.
Because he was worried about the weight. I was supposed to do it for. I didn't want to. I didn't know what the safety situation would be with the balloon, so I wanted to give him a heads up about the weight.
Yeah, but you should have stood on this.
I know I should have. Yeah.
I guess mission failed. We do it in some other valley.
What I would like to say to this guy is like, get your shit together. Think about what you're doing and think about the risks you're putting the other people about. You're not the center of the world.
What is all this? What is all this? Get your phone.
How the hell I can resist you? How the fuck I could forget you? Why don't you sit on my neck and make me wet, make me wet? Hey, Mr. Johnny. How sweet you can squeeze my nipples. How sweet you can fuck my boyfriend. So long between us only. I prefer to.
I am telling you, if you pull it, you're going to jail. There's no active emergency. Go ahead. All right. Trying to find your back.
What these?
Alright guys, so you've been with me on this entire Ford Lightning journey. Now it's actually time to see if the truck is any faster. So we got a draggy unit. These are the best. It's connecting my phone. It'll record 0 to 60. Let's see how we do here. Hope there's no cops. Spun out a bunch. Spun out a bunch. First one, 6.4. Too much power. The ass is too light. Those people are so scared. We need some wider tires. It's just spinning. It's spinning. We added the power. Now we need to figure out the tire situation. I need wider tires. I mean, it is a bar of soap out there. Sounds good though. Looks good.
It's no secret how deep racism goes in this country. Yet somehow we're still stunned by cases like the one we're bringing you tonight. We begin with a case out of West Virginia. Gene Whitefeather and Donald Lance, a white couple, are accused of treating their 5 adopted children like slaves. We know for sure 3 are black, according to the indictment. Prosecutors say the children were also targeted and adopted because of their race. The pair was arrested last fall. This was after a wellness check turned into a reveal about the living conditions of the children. 2 of the children, 14 and 16 years old, were found living in a barn outside. Neighbors tipped law enforcement off. Deputies discovered there were limited resources in that barn. The teens only had a small porta potty, no running water, or a mattress. According to neighbors, the children were not allowed inside of the home, the main house, and had to do farm labor outside instead. Whitefeather denies the allegations and says the barn was simply a teenage clubhouse. Both Whitefeather and Lance are now behind bars as they wait for a trial to begin September 9th. Joining us to talk about it here on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us parent David Settles, Todd Smith, the CEO of Regal Media, and trauma therapist Chow Nguyen. Glad to have you all on The Factor Uncensored. So, David, first of all, as a parent, hearing this story, and we have learned that the judge admonished them in court in another hearing, saying, I have never in my life seen anything like this. Your bond was $200,000. Come back. It is now $500,000 each.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the judge did the right thing by increasing the bond. But as a parent, absolutely, it's downright deplorable, right? It's not even just disgusting, but it's purely evil at this point, right? And but to go back to the point about them raising the bond, you know, people have been talking about the foster care system and adoption regulations and things like that. Chances are there wasn't an adoption agency or any foster care system involved in this case, because they raised the bond with allegations of like human trafficking. So we don't even know how these kids ended up in their care in the first place.
We do know they were adopted, or they received their custody in Washington State and then moved to West Virginia. Were people wise? Were people getting concerned about what they saw in Washington, and that's why they moved to West Virginia? That's a question we still have to explore.
Two things come to mind. The child welfare system, which is an institution that really needs some serious reform. There was talk about defunding the CPS and foster care system. It's not there to protect the children in cases like this. That's a whole other issue. The institutions that are meant to support children can sometimes hurt them. And the other thing I think about is the trauma that's instilled on these kids for a lifetime. We talk about something called adverse childhood experiences, neglect, abuse, poverty, unhealthy sanitary conditions, poor parenting. Those are things that can affect those children for a lifetime, that can create PTSD, anxiety, depression, poor relationships, poor jobs, crime. Those are very serious outcomes for those children.
And Todd, we've heard that the 16-year-old boy in this case reeked and had sores on his feet. It was so bad the neighbors could smell it.
It just, if you look at the images, it looked like an old school plantation. The shed, the barn looked like a slave shack. It's just, like David said, it's just evil. And to think in 2024, you still have people who see black people and children at that as property, just to use for their own purposes and stuff like that. The only way to describe it is evil. This is for the first time in my being on this show, I'm just flabbergasted. I have really nothing to say about how this is, but this is why we should take racism seriously. This is why when people talk about certain things, we should listen to them, because it's so easy to fall back into the trap of yesteryear when things happen that were this atrocious. You know what I mean? People would do evil things to people, to innocent people. So we have to really be careful about the race relations in this country and stuff like that, and so we won't fall back into that trap again.
And of course, we heard from the judge and prosecutors that these kids were targeted because of their race. This is why those parents went after them.
So that's why we need to take a serious look at the child welfare system. We don't know what happened to these kids, but did you know that only 15% of all cases in which children are taken away from their parents involve physical violence? A lot of them involve neglect. We're talking about maybe there's not enough food at the table, maybe they weren't clothed properly, maybe mom or dad had an addiction problem, things that stem from trauma. If we can address keeping families together and address things like poverty and prosperity and economic prosperity, maybe we can keep families together so we don't see these situations. Something has to seriously be done about that institution.
And we're hearing that they also sold a $700,000 ranch and a $200,000 house, I think, as well.
That they were in.
And many prosecutors are questioning how they were able to get that money, whether those kids played a role in forced labor to pay for those things.
I mean, we don't know, but it would seem so. Like they had no source of income that the judge knew about. So how are you making this type of money? They're enslaving people. They're trafficking kids. They think it's 1824, not 2024. And like Chow said, we have to start at the root and fix some of the problems that people are having that lead to this situation, because there's no child that should be. These kids are going to be traumatized for life. And the excuses that they use, it was a clubhouse. When I was a teenager, I didn't want nothing to do with a clubhouse. I wanted to hang out with my friends and do normal things. That's elementary stuff. And the fact that the cops had to pry the door open. If that's a clubhouse, why can't they come and go? I have friends that have clubhouses for their children. They can come and go as they please. So all of that is nonsense. They are enslaving people. And I've mentioned this before on this show. People think slavery ended in 1865 through convict leasing and other things. Black people have always had to deal with the possibility of being enslaved again. And now in 2024, we have kids having to go through things that my ancestors went through, and it's horrifying.
Last 30 seconds.
14% of this country is a black population, yet 25% of all kids in the child welfare system are black. There's a serious racism problem in the foster care and the child welfare system.
All right, we want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. We could go on and on tonight about this, but we're out of time. Still ahead.